What's going on? What's going on? You are tuned into the Cigars with Mac podcast. I am your host, Big Mac, Cigars with Mac, aka Iceberg Mac. Whatever you want to call me, it's cool. Today, I want to talk about sore losers. I experienced an incident today from a Instacart representative, and he basically asked me, I guess he's behind on his rent for the month, so he hit me up and they're asking for money towards his rent. I didn't even respond. So the gentleman he basically threw my groceries on the front door. It was very. He wanted, I seen him on my camera walking. He walking all on my grass and shit. I'm like, God damn, I feel like old boy Stanley from Friday. Can you stay off my grass, please? Thank you. Stay off my goddamn grass, man. Anyway, man, so, I want to talk about that, man. But before I dive into that, if you want to hit me up about any show topics, do not forget to email me at Courtney McMillan at cigarswithmac.com. That's Courtney McMillan at cigarswithmac.com. That's COURTNEYMCMILLIAN at cigarswithmac.com. If you want to hit my line, that's cool. Hit me up at 682-227-1780. You can text me, call me. I'm always available. And also, I want to talk about Monique, the comedian, man. She's on her tirade again. She's burning bridges yet again with dlhughley because of the order of the line of the comics. Apparently, she was supposed to be first, but she wasn't. I want to talk about the sore loser in people, man. Today I'm smoking two cigars. I'm smoking a Partagas Habana Cuba and this is called a Bolivar. I want to talk about that, man. I'm gonna play the clip from Monique also, but I want to go over that, man. Yeah, I want to smoke two cigars today, kind of. I do this sometimes when I'm smoking, and I like both of them. I keep both of them lit up. So, I keep both of them lit. But yeah, man, I want to talk about that. Man, it's crazy, man. All right, guys. Let's get started, man. Fuck it. Let me go and play Monique first, then we're going to talk about this bitch-ass motherfucker from Instacart.
That ain't what the fuck I do. My heart would hurt if I tried to bully a motherfucker or start some shit with a motherfucker. But what niggas had to understand about me, I ain't for that Hollywood bullshit. If you cross the motherfucking line, Oprah, if you cross the motherfucking line, Tyler, I'm gonna see you cool motherfuckers. Come on, the cold train, nigga. Choo-choo! Them niggas told me, Monique, let go and let go. Let go and let God. They have taught niggas to be so motherfucking fearful and just give it to God. Let go and let God. So I kept hearing the shit over and over and over again. So I said, well, let me let the shit go and let me give it to God. And you know what God did? He gave it right the fuck back. He said, bitch, I gave you everything you need to deal with these motherfucking goons. Steve Harvey, dlhughley. I gave you everything you need to deal with these motherfucking goons. I don't fuck with nobody. See, tonight, I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck is going on.
Well, we're gonna play some more, but you know, she already talking about Steve Harvey, dlhughley, things of that nature, you know. See, the thing about Monique that trips me out, man, is that she claims she was blackballed. And then, you know, fast forward, dlhughley decided to do this with her, you know, and you know, she got a problem with the order of the lineup. Well, it was later exposed that dlhughley did the right thing. But what's troubling is some people, man, they just sore losers, man. No matter how you try to make them happy, all that. It don't matter. It don't motherfucking matter. Some people, man, it's just no pleasing them. You know, and some people, man, they are their own demise. Believe that. They are their own fucking demise. And Monique is one of those people. But she's a great, great example for the show topic because she's a sore loser. Sore fucking loser. You know, you can't get mad when you shit on people and they don't want to fuck with you no more. And that alone is problematic because she already has a not so good name in Hollywood. But my thing is, you know, I don't take advice from actors and actresses, but especially when it comes down to real life, because they're in a whole nother world. Whether they and don't get it fucked up. All those actors and actresses are not making money like that, but they still are in the certain in crowd. And man, they you know, this young lady, man, don't get me wrong, she's very raunchy. And she's funny in some aspects, but in some aspects, she's just not that funny to me. I mean, she's still, as you're going to hear later on in the clip, she's still talking about queens of comedy, kings of comedy. Man, that shit was 20 years ago. I was in fucking high school when that shit came out. Shit old now, man. Now, as a man, if I told my wife, hey, baby, I took care of the house 10 years ago, yeah, that's fine, but what are you going to do now? Can't argue with that. But Monique is being a sore loser over some small shit. Shit that really isn't even that significant. My question is, did the order of lineup change the way she gonna get paid? Probably not. Probably not. But she wants to drag dlhughley down when that's really unnecessary. That's some shit they could have handled offline. But she tried to publicly expose him, and that's a no-go. And in the real world, as most of us live in, we don't operate like that. We don't operate where we burning bridges and shit, because you never know, you may have to cross that bridge again. And we live in such a sore loser era now. We live in such a sore loser time in life right now. We live in a time where motherfucker didn't get the woman he wants, so he go blow up the goddamn school. He go shoot the lady, shoot her family. It's like, whoa, man, you know, I come from the era, man, where if you lose, man, you just walk away. You know, tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow is a new day, and you still reminiscing on stuff from last week when you have no control over that. Tomorrow is a new day. But Monique, you know, she is her own worst enemy. She's her own worst enemy. Because she's constantly doing this. She's constantly burning bridges. She's constantly exposing information that people really shouldn't even know. The public, the customers, essentially what everybody is when you go to those comedy shows. The customers should not have to know that. I don't want to know the intricacy behind what's going on. All I want you to do is get up there and make me laugh and go home. And I go home. But now she want to air the dirty laundry out and badmouth the man, when really that's just unnecessary. It's unnecessary. But we live in a sore loser society now. And Monique is older than me. I want to say she's damn near 60. You cannot be a sore loser, people. I come up in a time, man, where, you know, if you lost, you just lost. You work harder. If you didn't get the chick you wanted, hey, don't worry about it. It's more fish in the sea. If you don't get the job you wanted, don't worry about it. Apply for more jobs. But I don't have to go online and badmouth the company or badmouth the person for what? One thing about me I know is that no doesn't mean no forever. It just means no or not right now. That's what it means to me. But things don't go my way, you know, I don't have the right to throw a hissy fit. I gotta just suck it up and drive on. Or Fido, as we used to call it in the army. Fido, fuck it. Drive on. It is what it is. But Monique is really, 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 really hurting her brand. And I'm starting to think she don't even care about that. She just cannot control her emotions. As a man, if I reacted like that, man, I would probably be in prison or dead. You can't just make things up about people and think it's okay. Gotta control your emotions and your actions, because what you do does not just affect you, it affects you, those around you. Oh yeah. But that sore loser shit, man, is really sad nowadays, man. Like Like today, old boy from Instacart, you know, he hit me up. I don't feel like even reading the text message again. He hit me up. He was telling me that basically, hey, I'm your Instacarter. I'm $200 short on my rent. Can you help me out? Man, I don't even know you. I don't know you. And one thing a man has to understand, especially a black man, the world don't give a fuck about you. Remember that. But a lot of these cats nowadays, man, they got roommates. They living with their parents. It's a heavy cohabitating society. They cohabitate. They don't want to move out on their own. They don't want to own homes. They don't want to get married, which is fine with me. They fucking weirdos, man. And this motherfucker here, man, you know, then he come up in here with he had a Mercedes Benz, kind of old, but it was a Benz nonetheless. And I'm supposed to care about your fucking problems. Man, I don't give a fuck about your problems because I got my own problems. But see, we live in a society, man, where everybody's fucking baby, man. They baby, everybody wants you to hear their concern. Everybody got a story. Man, I don't want to hear your motherfucking story, man. I don't care about your fucking story. Hell, I got a story. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, nobody cares. Then the piece of shit gonna walk on my damn lawn and throw the shit right there in front of my goddamn camera. You know, and I started to say something to him, but I was like, nah, I don't even worry about it. I just use his ass as a podcast topic today. But we live in a society where these people nowadays are sore losers. Now that youngster, I expect him to be a sore loser. I already kind of know it. But Monique, she an old bitch. She should know better. This is a little young punk. These young punks, man, they don't want to listen. Male and female, not just the men, not just black, not just white, all of them. Motherfuckers under 25, these motherfuckers sore losers, man. They can't accept the loss. And what you got to understand is in life, you're not going to win at everything. That's just the nature of the beast, man. It's not designed that way. Sometimes losing is good for you because it makes you work harder. But a lot of motherfuckers, man, they lose, man. They just act like it's the end of the world. You lost. Oh, well. Get over it. But that's what we deal with today, man. Sore fucking losers. And they all have the same mentality. They all want to be the center of attention. Like today, this cat here, I can imagine, man, he has either his parents didn't give him enough attention, or he was the center of attention and now he's on his own and he can't handle not knowing you're not that important, my man. You're just not that goddamn important to me or anyone else. But that's a society we live in. You know? You see a boxer, these young boxers, if they lose a fight. Oh, I didn't lose. You motherfucker, you lost. You got knocked out, you lost. The referee had to stop the fight. Had he not, you'd be dead right now. You'd be fucking dead right now. And that's the thing, man. Some people, they so used to always being told yes that when they get told a no, it destroys them. It's like a little baby. especially a newborn. You know, a newborn, you telling them yes for everything, but when that little joker, you know, do something they ain't supposed to do, you got to tell them no. And they start crying. And yeah, it breaks your heart to see the babies cry because they don't know any better. But I expect an infant, a newborn, someone who's been on this earth a couple months, I expect them not to get used to being told no. But when you find people who are grown, 21 and up, 30, 40, 50, 60 up, I'm like, what? You never been told no before? Things not going your way, so you gotta fuck over my shit. And luckily, I didn't have any sensitive items that require special attention because, man, I would have been upset. Upset. But that's what we got to deal with nowadays, man. The culture of sore losers. The culture of sore motherfucking losers. Yeah. If people not trying to scam you, they're trying to get what they can out of you, man. Hey, man, gas $5 a gallon. Get it yourself. And see, when we talk about people like the young man earlier, he didn't understand, you're not a female. Society don't give a fuck about you. And at a certain point, society stopped giving a fuck about females once they get old enough. Oh yeah. Once they get old enough, don't nobody care about a woman no more. She on her own. But a man is definitely on his own. And I get it, I didn't respond to you, man, because I don't know you. Why would I just give you $200, man, for your part of the rent? See, I'm going to tell you what's probably going on. He probably has a roommate. And that's why I never believed in shit like roommates. Well, I got my half of the rent, but you ain't got your half? Nah, we're going to have some problems, player. And it's a damn shame that we can't do that. We can't be roommates and we can't, cohabitate, because cohabitation is not necessarily a bad thing, but it can be a crutch because you're so used to living off of a certain amount of money. And then, you sometimes you overspend, you forget. You forget. And that's probably what happened to this guy. And don't get me wrong, I can remember being young. And even as a family man, young, and I wasn't good with money back in those days. And, but I never had the audacity to ask somebody to help me pay my mortgage or rent, man. I didn't have the balls to do that. But you have people nowadays, man, like this gentleman here, they'll stand flat-footed and ask you for some shit like you owe them. I even had one motherfucker tell me to buy something from him because he's a young man working and not on the streets robbing people. And I said, man, that's what you're supposed to do. You 23, 24 years old, my man. But these same motherfuckers, you tell them to go to the military, that they don't want to go because they scary. But they'll sit behind a fucking cage 10, 15 years trying to, rationalizing bullshit, then talking about, man, I should have joined the military. Yeah, you should have joined. You should have. You should have joined. And don't get me wrong, I'm an advocate for men. I'm a men's rights advocate. But if you on some fuck shit like this guy was today, man, hell no. If he'd have came to me more respectful, I made it through him $100 to the cash app. But it was almost like I owed him. And this goes back to Monique. I'm not going to even play the rest of her video because her voice just irritates the shit out of me. But, you know, Monique is too old for this shit, man. I remember this shit with Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry and Steve. She said, then she went on Steve Harvey's show and she talked shit about him. It's just, man, you got to stop burning bridges, man. And that's something else about sore losers. They're always burning fucking bridges. I'm like, hold on, man. You ain't even, you ain't. You don't have the capacity to be self-sustaining and you have the audacity to burn a bridge? Nah, man. Nah, man. How dare you? I left home at 16 motherfucking years old. I don't have much pity for people. I really don't. I've been homeless, lived with people, slept in a hotel. I just slept in a laundromat one night. So I don't have pity for people, man. I just don't, bro. I don't have pity for people because nobody really took pity on me. A lot of times I was out here on my own. Nobody gave a shit about me. If I help people, I help them. But, you know, I learned a long time ago, you just can't help everybody. Nor do I try to. And I don't feel bad when I don't help people. Like I said, had he came more respectful, you know, I'm willing to hear you out. But he wasn't even respectful with it. It was like, hey, motherfucker, I'm delivering your groceries. You owe me this shit. No, bitch, I don't owe you fucking nothing. I don't typically even call another man a bitch, but that shit just really just blew my mind. I'm like, man, I remember something else crazy happened to me a couple months ago. I went to this job interview, right? And the job pretty much hire you on the spot, and they do drug testing right there on the spot with the saliva, the swab, the mouth swab. And this dumb motherfucker there was like, hey man, do the mouth swab for me, I'll give you $100. I'm like, hell no. And he actually tried to guilt me in saying, oh, I'm working for the white man. I'm like, nah, you probably working for the white man with this bullshit you trying to have me do. And there was one dumb motherfucker that fucking did it. I'm not doing that for you, dog. I don't know you, and I'm not doing it. Why do you have to smoke weed? Texas is not a state where you can smoke weed at freely. Even though people do it, but you do it at your own risk and at your own discretion. I don't smoke marijuana. I don't do drugs. I don't even drink. I don't have a criminal record. I don't have any of that stuff, and I don't expect people to go out their way for me either. I just don't. I always say, never let people make their problem your problem. I don't believe in that. I think it's rude. I think it's disrespectful. That's just me though. I think it's disrespectful. I think it's selfish. I don't like it. I've spoken about being homeless on the podcast. A lot of people didn't even know me and my family have been homeless before. Because we did what the fuck we had to do and we made it. I've had to pawn things I've had to give up things. And I don't inconvenience people. I don't believe in that. That's why I don't let people inconvenience me. I'm not going out my way for people. If you don't go out your way for me, I'm not going out my way for you. That's just me. That's how I get down. I'm not doing it. Why is it fair that everybody has to do the right thing, abide by the law, stay on the straight and narrow while other motherfuckers fuck up and you supposed to just help them? Nah, I'm not doing that. But this sore loser shit, man, this shit here, man, this shit is sad, man. This shit is motherfucking sad. Like right now, I put out my podcast. If people listen, fine. They don't, fine. I can't get mad because don't nobody want to listen to my podcast or contribute to the pod. I don't trip off shit like that because that ain't people's responsibility. No. That's my responsibility to get it out. It's like I always say, people fuck with you if they gonna fuck with you. I remember I was on a YouTube live a couple months ago, this one YouTuber. And he was talking about women and, you know, how fucked up black women are and all that, you know, the typical bullshit. And I just told her, brother, I said, hey, man, you got to fuck with who want to fuck with you. And he got mad at me and told me that's what the pimp say. And he don't want to fuck with who fuck with him. He want the women, you know, he didn't say it, but he pretty much want the women that don't want him. And that ain't how life works. But that's the society we live in, man. Some people need to hear the word no. Some people need to motherfucking fail. Some people need to get in a fight and get their fucking ass whooped. Because it'll be good for them. But we live in a world, man, where, you know, these kids, you know, everybody get participation trophies. Everybody, you know, everybody's a winner. Nobody lose. But I come up in a time where, hey, man, you either won or you lost. I love this track right here, man. This some smooth shit right here. I love it. This my kind of shit right here. This background music right here. I love it. But yeah, man, that's the name of the game. Me and my homeboy was talking. You know, my partner, he probably like, I'm 5'10". He probably like 5'8". And we was talking about how, you know, a lot of cats, they be tall and, you know, they're not confident. They can't get no women. But cats like me and him, big dudes, you know, we had to work on ourselves. We had to really build ourselves from the ground up because we had what one would say, I don't want to say conformities, but we had things that maybe the average woman wouldn't like, but we had to perfect in other areas. It's kind of like a blind person. If a person is like totally blind, their other senses are heightened. So that's why a blind person can hear you talking shit and they can point to the direction because they perfected that sense. You know, excuse me. I remember, you know, I remember a time, you know, where it was a young lady I wanted to talk to. And, you know, she really just wasn't fucking with me, man. But I didn't trip on it because I just wasn't for her. And one of the things I was taught coming up was conversation rule a nation. And I find it to be 100% true, man. And that's something else you'll find with people that are sore losers. They lack communication skills. Oh yeah, their communication skills are sorely lacking. But I perfected my communication skills because I perfected my listening skills. I will tell you something. If you want to get a job, if you want to win a contract, the best thing you can do to your potential employer or a potential customer is just listen to them. Find out what they really need. Ain't about what you need, it's about what they need. Listen to them. Oh yeah. And you'll win like that because, you know, you've taken the time to hear what they want. But see, people, man, they really want everything to just be their way, point blank, period. You know, nobody wants to compromise. And I always say everything is negotiable. Everything has wiggle room. Everything, we can sit at the table and we can come up with something to make everybody happy. But sore losers don't want that. They want it their way or no way. And that ain't how it works. I've heard people on these live shows where single people call in and they say, hey, before I don't get what I want, I'll just stay single. Man, that's some crazy shit. But that's how people are, man. People like either it's my way or no way. And that ain't how you gonna win in life. Nah. It's not how you win in life. Everything has wiggle room. Remember that. We can all sit at the table, trade ideas, and figure out, okay, well, this is how we're gonna divide it up. This is how we're gonna do it. But some people, man, they don't want that. They want shit to just be one motherfucking way. And that ain't how life works, people. I'm sorry. It's not how life works. That's not how things are designed. Things are not designed that way. That's not reality. But people, you know, they feel, hey, is, you know, I want it my way. And we all want it our way. So don't let me, I'm not going to say I don't want things my way, but if things don't go my way, I'm not hurt by it. I'm not distraught by it. But that's what you find, man. People want shit their way. That's not how it works, man. But anyway, people, thank you for tuning into the Cigars with Mac podcast. Thank you for thank you for allowing me to talk about sore losers and share some personal experiences. And I hope what I said today you can relate to, and it will always provoke thought. I'm out.